Have you ever wondered why airsoft sights have minimum engagement distances for single-shot airsoft weapons? It only takes a quick glance on YouTube and you can see a variety of different clips showing where blood's been drawn, BBs implanting themselves into skin or other areas that you wouldn't want them to be, and even breaking teeth. Okay, so with that in mind, let's have a look at the status quo. So the majority of UK sites have a very small or no minimum engagement distances for imitation firearms, for ones that shoot up to 1.14 joules, and that's the equivalent of 350 FPS on a 0.2 gram BB. Sites typically have a 20 or maybe even a 30 metre minimum engagement distance for single shot weapons for up to 2.32 joules, and that's the equivalent of 500 FPS on 0.2 gram BBs. So the question I wanted to explore was this: are minimum engagement distances necessary, and if they are, what should they be? So, first port of call is to get a range of readings from my chronograph at different ranges.
There you go.
From 0, 5, 10 and 20 metres. Now for the longer distances I'd have liked more shots, but shooting a gap of a couple of inches using a scope which isn't suited for such close range was tricky. So I plotted a quick graph of the energy of the round at different ranges. You can see it quite drop off quite quickly at the first few metres. But 10 metres I thought was particularly interesting. So from the second graph, you can see the energy of the striker at 10 metres here is less than the sight limits for full auto. Now I think this raises an interesting question. Could the engagement distance be reduced to 10 metres? So I think a second experiment's needed. I'm going to shoot the airsoft equivalent of ballistics gel to measure how far each BB can penetrate. First off, the Mark 23, firing 0.36 BBs at just under 0.9 joules. So, 2 rounds out of the 3 go through, but you can see they just struggle to make it out. Next is Alex's Glock. This is firing at 0.28 gram BBs at 0.8 joules. 3 rounds fired. All failed to go through, but they are quite remarkable in their consistency. ARP9 again struggles to go through. You can see the Magnus effect, the hop, really pulling that BB upwards to the point where it just plonks itself right on the top of the jab. Benchmark established, time for the striker. So the Aries straight through, no messing around, no curling upwards. I mean, you can't even see the BB, even running it frame by frame. The round is just that quick. You can see the gel is enough to stop the average full auto energy equivalent, but it's nowhere near to stop the sniper. Now, I didn't have time to make more gel, so we're going to have a bit of a rethink. Only one thing now, and that's to dispose of the old gel. We decided that the best solution was to put an aluminium can in front of the gel. Mark 23 pistol is our benchmark, and as you can see, it can only dent the can. Next is our sniper rifle. At 20 metres, just enough to dent the can. At 15, you can hear the BB enter the can and then rattle around inside. At 10 metres, it goes straight through the can, but it's just about stopped by the gel. Five metres punches straight through both the can and the gel. Point blank is enough to go through both, and it's even got enough energy to bounce off the towel that we're using as a backstop. Okay, so what have we learned? Well, considering the penetrating power is just much greater than the full auto limit, up to a distance of around 15 metres, it's safe to say that there are more factors involved than just the chronographed energy of the round. At 20 metres, the energy of the sniper round is at least comparable to the full auto limit. So yeah, 20 metres for a minimum engagement distance, I think that's about right. Okay, so not the most scientific experiment, but we did explore quite a few of the variables. Do you think I got this video right? What did I do wrong? I'll be interested to hear what you think. Is this kind of video interesting, or do you prefer the gameplay? If you could just spend 30 seconds providing me with the valuable feedback, it would really help me out, and I can produce content that you guys really like. And if you're checking out the footage in the background and you think it's interesting, why not go and have a look? It's from my Dagger Woods video, from the gameplay that I did from last week. Oh, and speaking of Dagger Woods, I'll be there this weekend with my team, FNC, and it'd be really great to see a lot of you there. Thank you for watching.
I've got freeze burn from that fucker.